Hi all, this is Dr. J, streaming live from Long Island, New York. I'm a little bit early, so I just want to make sure that I invited Jake. Anybody else wants to come on, just let me know in a comment and email me and we'll get you on. Anybody that I know, qualify it a little bit. So let me just invite Jake. Okay, so Jake's officially invited. Hey, a bunch of people just popped in unexpectedly. That's like the surprise visit with COVID-19, where you just get a honk and people open up their windows and chat with you through the window. It's very interesting. But I think we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel here in New York, and the market certainly thinks so. It had itself a day today with the surprise in the unemployment rate and the unemployment numbers, and also just a good feeling that COVID-19, at least for the moment, seems to be tapering. Hey, Dr. J, says Godfather. Hey to you. Greg, my man Greg says hi, Dr. J. Andrew Taylor says CVM. Sure. CVM is going to be big on our schedule tonight. And two tickers, what are the two tickers that you want, Godfather? BCRX is one of them. La Jolla, the other one? Or, well, you'll let me know. BCRX is one of them. Are we close on BCRX? You mean close to turning around on the charts, or close to getting news from Brazil? I think the answer is yes to both. And when will data be released? You gotta figure, I'm figuring end of June. It could be July, could be even shorter. It could be a shorter time frame. Nobody knows, and I couldn't get any info out of people at my contacts at CVM. Elmira, how can you join the video live? Well, you just subscribe and you get notification, or you look at, or you look at stock twits. I usually stick it in there. Yeah, it's been a good couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 months. It's all been good. Dr. J didn't have the best of days because I moved a lot of money out of the indices into Amazon, and I forgot to move it back. So I could have had a better day, but I'll take it. Stamp, I'll see if I can get around to that. One thing that Greg and I have in common, that's why we're kindred spirits, right, Greg? I truly like to help people any which way I can. I'm a holistic stock picker. Godfather, HTZ filed for bankruptcy, laid off 16,000 employees, and have 20 billion in debt, and yet it went up today, right? Didn't it kind of double or something today? I thought it did. I thought I tore a putty tab. Let's see a couple of more people. Bo says hello. It's Naeed from near Salt Lake City, I believe, if I have it right. And Anoop Johnson is a new face. First time watching live. Anoop, welcome. Pleased to have you. Magnificent Answer is back. Shalom to you too. David is here with STMP. Multiple times requesting STMP. And Godfather wants me to have a look at Hertz. Okay. HTZ, I'm saying okay, but that's subject to time. And Greg posted the link on the forums. Thank you, Greg. And Hertz was up. Yeah, Hertz doubled today, right? Yeah, that's amazing. You want me to look at the chart? All right. How can I say no to Godfather? Jake made it. Jake?
Yes, I did. Yes.
I have so many stocks that I want to do on the charts.
Oh, me too.
I got really excited on Wednesday about MMM, 3M, a breakout stock. And what did it do today? It broke out.
I don't know. Yeah, well, a lot of things broke down today. I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, as long as my skin didn't break out, everything's okay.
Yeah.
Kamal from Long Island, New York, the home of the protests. We're getting a lot of protesters. In New York. New York City is the hub of the protests. But I think in time, things will settle down and justice will prevail. I'm hoping that those who deserve to be prosecuted will be. And going forward, there will be much less of this, if any. I think that's...
Yeah, they always do.
I think that's certainly plausible, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's very reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I'm out at the wineries right now, Texas Hill Country, celebrating the. Well, I mean, because that's what I do on the weekends when I'm in Texas. But I'm also celebrating, the stock market getting one step closer to a full recovery.
Well, I've been saying, Dr. J's been saying that all along. You have to give me credit. I'm saying bull market, bull market, bull market. Nobody was listening to me. I'm saying bull market, bull market, bull market. Kamal is saying go short, go short, go short. Right, Kamal? I hope you didn't listen to me. I hope
before it was kind of, unsubstantiated, but, with the surprisingly good job numbers today.
I knew from the charts why it was a bull market. It looked so bullish. I mean, in several aspects. Cabinet guy wants to know about FLDM.
Yeah.
They're having aggravation. All the shareholders, including me, and so on. It's the same problem that bcrx is having, that athx is having, that to a large extent codx is having. People think the perception is the virus is leaving. It's gone. It certainly has diminished in the United States. I really think
testing is definitely not cool anymore.
There was zero, thank God, there was zero new deaths today, events in New York City. I think for the first time.
Oh, wow. Good for you guys.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to chart, right, the devs in case. but not
Jay,
anymore because it's been on
by the way,
such a downslope.
I don't want to let you talk tonight. I'm very hepped up. I don't know why. You're going to have trouble getting word in edgewise. I'm like not agitated, but I'm like hyper. I just wanted to point out that Lynn is one of
No,
two.
there's a delay on my side. I think. Yeah, I think there's a delay on my side. That's why.
Well, sometimes I'm impolite. If I'm impolite tonight, I apologize. I'm like hyped up. Lynn, I'll apologize ahead of time.
No,
Lynn,
no. I mean, there's like no, I have Wi-Fi issues, so there's a delay. So when you talk, and then you fit, yeah, that.
okay, so you're giving me an out for being rude. Lynn is one of two women who I when they speak, we listen. Lynn and Linda. Right? Right? The L's, the ladies with the L's. Gotta listen to them.
Yep. Yeah, no, I'm back. Yeah, I had to get closer to the Wi-Fi, or else there's like a delay.
You're not wearing flannel, the flannel outfit?
Yeah, no, I'm yeah, well, you know, when I was in Colombia, I only planned to be there for a couple of weeks to a month, and then I was there for 5 months. I didn't have any clothes. I couldn't buy any either because, you know, all the shopping, I couldn't go shopping. But yeah, no, this is my hill country.
LJPC, should we get back in? Hurry up, get back in. We got to talk about
I got back
that
in.
one. You did, good man.
Yeah, I got back in, OJ. Yeah.
Second wave will be furious. Yeah, could be. We hope not.
Maybe.
Hope not.
I mean, with bcrx antiviral, if it's good with galidesivir, we should be pretty good.
Yeah. You know, Lynn definitely is one of my favorite ladies because just like me, she's very humble. We share that humility together. Lynn listens to me. I listen to Lynn. We have a mutual admiration society, my baby and me. That's a lyric from a song from the 1940s, 50s maybe. Something like, we belong to a mutual admiration society, my baby and me. We're going to share a screen and get right to the charts. Share screen. I sure hope my internet is working well tonight. I hope Verizon
mine is not.
down.
Yeah, mine is not because I've been in the country.
It's threatening me. Google Chrome is threatening me that the sharing screen could cause my Chrome to crash. They're suggesting I use Firefox. Well, next time. I'm not changing. I'm in Google Chrome for better or for worse, and that's the way it is. For better or for worse. Tim Kirk. Captain Kirk have to say before we get to the charts. My thoughts are, I warned the last time, I warned twice that the right thing to do is to sell it around 3, get back in at around 265. I still think it's a little bit more pain to about the 260s, but I don't think it's crashing. I am worried about the offering, but that may not happen for a while. They're very sneaky and cagey, or wise, depending how you look at it. Okay, Captain Kirk, we're going to talk about athx.
Yeah, I'm surprised SR&E still haven't had an offering. I thought it was going to happen 2 weeks ago.
What was going to happen 2 weeks ago? I didn't catch that.
SRNE, Sorrento Therapeutics. Yes, Sorrento Therapeutics.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to operate 2 weeks ago.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think they're trapped.
Your voice is not coming in very clear to me. I wanted to start with codx, co-diagnostics, whatever you call it. I've been scooping it up at these levels. I'm of the opinion, I hope I'm right, that despite the COVID plays being a little out of favor, this one's going to come up with good reports out of Brazil, just like bcrx, where there's plenty of COVID to go around, plenty of the need for test kits. Furthermore, catalyst will be FDA approval of their saliva test. I think that's going to happen, and I think it's going to happen soon. That's why I think Monday, Tuesday, we make a break of this lower trend pennant, if you will.
Yeah.
I think it's consolidation off the highs. I think we're going to have another. I think we're going to have another run into the 20s. This is one that I might point out. Lynn told us about it. I don't know exactly what price, but under 4, Lynn alerted us. Thank you, Lynn. Okay, I want to look at, I just wanted to point this one out because scooping it up. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but notice the strong, just at this level where it closed. Very strong support. Yeah. Okay, let's look at another one. CVM, is that okay? You think people want to talk about CVM, or are they tired?
Oh, yeah. I always want to talk about CVM.
Oh, yes, I guess you can't get tired of it, so we'll talk about CVM.
Yeah, it's remember last week I predicted that it would go back into the mid-teens, which is exactly
15.
what happened. Yeah, 14, 15. I think it will stay around mid-15s until data, unless we get some huge momentum.
You're breaking up pretty bad. Breaking up too? Is my voice breaking up because yours is?
No, it's definitely me.
The only thing that I'll tell you, there's something wrong with this chart, and that's namely the price that it closed at, 14.2. That's a mistake. It should be 142.0, right?
Before or after data?
Is that what it's going to be? After data.
Yeah.
It should be 142.0. So that's a mistake. Right away, I couldn't. 142.0 looks more correct than 14.2. I still have yet to acquiesce and buy insurance. I know I'm a little crazy because there is a very convincing bear thesis.
There is, right? I mean, we discussed this last week.
Yeah, there's no denying that the FDA did and put the trial on hold. Of course, to that by the bulls is that there was nothing else left to do because it already met its target of 928. Therefore, what action was there to take but to suspend the rest of the trial other than following those who were ready to dose? I mean, basically, the argument is if you buy it, that there was no other action to be taken. So I don't know. I mean, we could argue.
Yeah, so let's summarize that. So trial stopped 14, or recommended to be stopped in 14 and 16, right, by the IDMC. 16, the
Yeah,
FDA got involved. Um,
yeah,
shut it down temporarily. Requested some additional information from CVM. CVM submitted it. They allowed the trial to continue. The bull will say that, well, everyone has already been dosed, so we're in the monitoring stage. No, the bear would say that. The bear would say everyone has already been dosed, so there's no reason to shut it down anyways. That's the only reason why they allowed it to continue. Valid point.
I,
So
I think you were right the first time. The bull is saying that there was no other action that the FDA could take but to stop the trial because it was over. Some kind
no,
of logic like that.
no. The trial wasn't over. It was over because they recommended it to be shut down because of efficacy and safety, according to CVM 10K. Yeah, the bull will say, well, CVM submitted the appropriate documentation, so they allowed the trial to continue. They wouldn't have done that if there was safety risk. So that's what the bull will say, valid. The bear will say, well, it continued because there was no more dosing to be done. Everyone has already been dosed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could view it as a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
I think it can be viewed a lot of different ways.
I'm still trying to figure it out. I mean, for me, that's the biggest thing.
Now the chart is interesting. The trend line is holding, even though it's a week ago, it looked like it might be in trouble, the upper trend line, but it's continuing. And now, in fact, it's found support right here at the bottom of this red color, 1356. That looks like very good support. So in fact, we hit that level today and closed well above it, right? We hit 14 today. Low of 1368 today. So today it kind of traded between my lines, between support and resistance. It traded exactly between them and closed between them. Very interesting. This might mean that we're going to continue in this manner, trading in a narrow range for a long time until data. It's quite possible that 15 might this might be a double top up here. We may not break out. I mean, the bull thesis given by Kill CVM Shorts, or whatever their name is that we would break out into the 20s before data. I don't see it on the charts. It's going to have a tough time probably getting above this level. This is a tough nut to crack here. $15, that looks tough to crack. But I will say if it cracks 15, looks like it's going to test 1650. So, this very well could be a swing trade on a break of the $15 level. You go in and you go out up near 1650. That's a nice pop from 15 to 1650 if you can get it. But to buy it in between the lines looks kind of dullish. So this looks to me like a breakout potential, a small breakout potential above 15. And who knows, maybe a big breakout potential. If it breaks 15, that's what I'd be interested in adding for a swing trade. But if it stays below 15, I'm not interested. But
I'm gonna bet that it will go above 15. Within the next 2 weeks.
If you think that, then it's probably good for 1650. We have a double top also.
Yeah.
You have a double top at 15, and then you have a double top at 1650.
Yeah, I mean,
So if you think it's break that, if you think it's going to break that 15 level, then swing away, swing for the home run, man. Before data, forget about data. Just swing for the seats before data. If you're confident it'll break 15, I want to see it before I buy.
yeah,
But yeah,
I mean,
it's fine.
it's not a swing trade per se for me. I'm here for data. I am, okay, so why would the trial not get shut down if that can be successful? And that's my bull thesis too. I think that's reasonable. That would be, well,
Jake,
the IDMC did recommend it that it get shut down.
Yeah. Well, you're breaking up a lot on your voice. I don't know why. So after hours, athx is down more. I actually sold some, which I have yet to do, but until recently, I sold a very, very small, looking to buy at 266. Like I said, at around 3, it looked like I had to sell a little just to make a few bucks. That's how I saw it. I could have bought puts. Your style would have been to buy puts, but they're not my style. So,
yeah, puts are hard to justify.
Yeah. Probably puts would have been the way to go at around 3, but I'm not into it, so I didn't do it.
Yeah, like psychologically, there's just something about buying puts that puts people off to as insurance. It just feels so counterintuitive to buy puts.
You see this 265? It came close to my buys. I had it in at 266, a buy. So I'm going to put the buy back to work on Monday, I think. Let's see if I can get that. I'm going to buy back the shares that I sold at 266. At least that's my intention. So I'm not totally soured on it, even though I know what's coming in terms of an offering. It's still not turning me off because they could run before the offering. And then they do the offering.
That's true. It can run after the offering too, like if you see with VBEF.
It could. This is the competition, as I see it. I decided it's a 2-company race. PSTI is a distant third, and the other 2 players are distant 4th and 5th. There are 2 other players, but I think it's between these 2, or maybe both get FDA approval. It's possible. For odds for COVID odds. Down after hours, I don't know if that means anything. Probably not down significantly. Down with the rest of the sector today. The sector did not have a great day. I mean, biotechnology, that is.
Yeah, especially not relative to the SPY.
I like this one for many reasons. The fact that they beat athx into the FDA for phase 2-3 on odds, and that they're in some of the best hospitals. So that's pretty impressive, considering they didn't even do a phase 2 in odds, whereas athx did. Athx's trial is also apt to take longer because they're looking for 400 to dose, and this whereas meso is looking for 300. And I think they're looking at 30 some odd sites. I forget how many athx has got it in. It's a horse race. Who gets in there first? I don't know for sure who's going to win it, but I think it's a two horse race, like a match race, you know. And I think that's important. Whoever gets in there first is going to get a nice pop. I think athx is counting on their getting in first, and meso probably is counting on their getting in first. So buy them both. That's what I did, bought them both. But I own very little meso compared to athx. It's holding trend.
I'm in meso, not athx. Yeah.
You're only in meso. Okay.
Yeah, only in meso. So my horse versus the other horse, I guess. So we're first time competing against each other, Dr. J.
Slightly only, because I you know, I'm not. I kind of think they will win the race. So we're not in total disagreement here. But
yeah,
it's a
and to be fair,
little chart.
I'll buy athx after the offering.
Okay. I'm sure you know what you're doing with this in and out business better than I do. I'm not that astute, going in and out, in and out, in and out. Unless I'm just in it, unless I make up my mind right up front, this is a swing trade. Then I can stick to my guns. So anyway, this one is now paralleling the original trend line, forming a new trend line slightly higher. Bullish all around. And it's forming a pennant, so it looks like, I think it breaks north. All right. Not all pennants are bullish, but I think it breaks north. This one looks kind of bullish. All right. What do we want to look at next? Codx we looked at. CVM we looked at.
bcrx.
bcrx.
That's the one. That's the one keeping me up at night. Oh,
don't worry about it. It looks very good off the chart. Looks like the right place to be buying.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just a question of waiting it out.
Yeah.
You just got to wait it out for news. Yeah, you got to wait it out.
Yeah, the last time they released news, it was relatively late. You know, like we all knew that there was a COVID PR in the works, and the company took its time to release it. Once again, it's not a pump and dump kind of deal, which we both like, but you know, of course, there's a little bit of frustration. It's like, come on, man, just give us the news for Calidesivir in Brazil.
No, I agree. We're all on pins and needles here.
Yeah.
But my chart doesn't want to load. Your break. Try it again. Get rid of this.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Biotech is the.
I can see from the chart where you. But I think we get nice support right in here. So we're not that far away from support. We've held this far, and it's not time to sell, I don't think, at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
I don't see it collapsing. I think it's probably. The only problem is COVID-19 is quickly going out of stock.
That is a real concern. That's a real concern, you know? I mean, I know the company style is to do it
On
right.
on the other hand,
Yeah, but they're running out of time. I think.
on the other hand,
I'm not as bullish on the second one.
We should be very happy that it seems to be going at it, dying down.
Correct.
The economy will come back and things will be peachy cream, and Donald Trump will be reelected and with a very strong economy. I'm not saying I'm rooting for that, but I'm just making an observation. I'm not saying because I have to be apolitical. You know why we have to be apolitical? Because if we're against Trump, we lose half the followers. If we're for Biden, if we're against Biden, half. So we have to be apolitical. They're both have their pluses and minuses, right? Let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make an assessment of political.
Yeah, but you're just stating facts, though.
My speciality. Yeah, a fact is okay, I think. You never know. Even people get upset with fact.
That's very true.
Because there's such extreme opinions, different opinions. Whew, what have we got here? We get, I always like the middle of these big green candles for support, but we're now below that. So that brings us down to this little guy, which would be about the middle of this green candle. So this is getting to be a little bit nerve-wracking, really. We wouldn't like to see it drop into the threes, that's for sure. Would not.
Oh, yeah.
We would not like that. That would be bad.
Nerve-wracking is a really good word. Yes, that is the word. Because I do think we continue to bleed until the data comes out. Well, who knows? I mean, there's a conference this weekend. Some new news, some new data is going to come out in the European conference. I mean, I could be wrong, but my hunch is bleed slowly until galidesivir Brazil part 1 trial data comes out.
Okay. What the heck?
When it comes out, which I think will be very positive, I believe the stock is going to skyrocket. I mean, historically, it's like 13 to 15, right? For any other time the stock has been in a pandemic, it always shoots up to 13 to 15.
Keep talking. I'm opening the window.
Yeah. All right. I'll keep yapping off. You guys hear me? Yeah. There was a super interesting chart analysis on all of the previous pandemic that happened, and every single time, I think Ebola and the one before that, it always shoots up, right? I think the average price during pandemic is 13. So that's what happened when you have a broad antiviral. Obviously the investors are disappointed in that during the conference with Jeffries, galidesivir is mentioned very briefly, almost zero questions asked about it. So almost like it's taboo to talk about. My theory is just the company don't want to seem like a pump and dump. And I think the responsible thing to do would be focusing on commercialization of the pipeline and the sure shot that they currently have. I think that's my theory. And also, if you look at all of the drug companies that pops the most, it's the one that surprised you with some kind of COVID solution, right? The ones that we all know the data is going to come out, we know when it'll pop, but not as much as opposed to when it's a surprise. So I don't know. Here's my theory.
No, you're right. I don't know about the whole theory, but you're right about the surprise news. That's always cause for the pop.
Yeah.
So I couldn't draw this. My charts are just so slow. Don't know what's wrong, but the bottom of this candle is like 382 or so, something like that. So that would be the next real level of support. 382. Hopefully we don't test that level.
Yeah.
I hope not to see three.
And I don't want to throw Godfather
like,
under the bus, but he actually found some really good languages in some of the filings for buyout clause, merger clause, things like that. So I don't know. I'm not trying to solicit any buyout rumors or whatever, but I think it's very well could be a very attractive buyout candidate.
Sure could. The big pharma definitely makes sense. I mean, if it proves to be the next Tamiflu for coronavirus, it's worth a fortune, right?
Oh,
if it's Tamiflu, if it's in pill form and works for coronavirus the way Tamiflu works for flu, name your price. So why, big pharma might be willing to gamble. I think so.
Yeah, this is the kind of stock when the minute you sell is when it's gonna skyrocket. So I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. I wanted to look at 3M fuel cell as well, but let's see. The way my charts are working, it's just awful. I can barely put it in. I'll try. Let's see 3M. Had a beautiful day today. I'm trying, Jake. I'm trying, but my computer's not cooperating. It's annoying me. It was working fine all along. Let me. Maybe it's Firefox would work better. I'll take a quick look.
Yeah, maybe.
Because they said when I share screen, I should use Firefox. I know I have Firefox somewhere here. Firefox, where are you? It's up on my screen somewhere. I'm pretty sure I have it. Firefox, where are you? I mean, for Google to say use Firefox, do they own Firefox?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know. I should know the answer to that, but I don't.
I don't know the answer to it myself, but they're recommending I use Firefox. I don't see it. I don't see Firefox. All right, I can't use it if I don't see it, unless I do a search.
Dr. J, never mind.
I guess I'm wasting time. I'm not going to pursue this. I'm not going to pursue it. Trying to get back to the streamline. We can do that. Everything is slow. Come on. Let me X this one out. I got two of them going. I'm very confused. This has got me confused today. I got two Firefoxes going. If I X this one out, what's going to happen? Maybe it'll be better. Is it better?
No, I can see you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can see you.
I think you're better.
Yeah, I switched over to my computer.
I think it's my fault.
No, it's my fault. I'm
Dr. J messed it. It's
Yeah,
no
really
fault.
bad.
It's my fault. It's Verizon's fault. Who to blame? I think it's my fault.
No, it's definitely my fault. I'm literally sitting in a winery in the hill country, so there's not too
Oh,
good of
okay.
Wi-Fi.
I'm going to put bcrx back, or should I just go on? Godfather wanted to see her, so I want. Where's Linda tonight? With you?
I'm surprised. I wish you heard the press conference that I
Something like that.
Florida, in Polk County, Florida.
Are you talking in the background, or what's going on?
No.
It is,
I hear background noise. Which is very, very strange, because the only browser I have, the only thing I have on it is the find Yahoo. Pop-ups, which is a bad sign. So I'm going to have to do PC cleaner or whatever it's called, CC cleaner. Take good care. I better clean up my computer. I have a feeling that's slowing it down too. I got to get it working in great shape for Dr. J and Jake and friends. Okay, fuel cell is, when it made a break of 213, just continued on up. It did what it's supposed to do. The day that it broke 213, it actually closed at 217, and Dr. J bought it that day, I suppose. Yeah. So I'm in it only a couple of weeks, and I'm in it to win it on this one. I originally was going to take profits at around this high, which was 288. But if it's going to go that high, why not just hold for a test of the all-time high? I mean, the yearly high of $3. I think that's the yearly high. That's it. Yeah, it looks like if it's not the yearly high, it's close enough. If it breaks $3, it's going to be a big runner. So I might just stay in this one, stay in it to win it. Fuel cell looks interesting. And Godfather requested Hertz. And he wants to be put in the driver's seat, I suppose, right, Jake? From bankruptcy, it doubled today. Bankruptcy is good news? I didn't know that. Since when is bankruptcy good news? I can't even find the stock. It's hidden. The chart is hidden somewhere along with the volume, within the volume. It's hard to even see it. Let's see what it closed at today. 370 was the high. It closed at 257. Yikes, this has been all over the place. 71% gain on the day. Wow. And the chart takes out this high, 340. No, it doesn't take that high. 340 is still valid. Let me see. What was the high of the day today? 370, yeah, so it takes out this high. We're looking at the next relative high at 546. I have no idea what the news was that caused it to pop like that, but the next target with a close above 340, which it didn't do, the next target would be looking at 546. So this one, I mean, I don't know what caused the turnaround, but it looks like it has potential here. On the other hand, what would could it fill the gap and give it all up? I suppose, because that's another possibility. One thing's for sure, it's not going to trade in between. It's either going to come all the way back or it's going to go all the way up. So if you like this one for the action, go into it. It doesn't look like it's going to disappoint you one way or the other. I wanted to look at MMM. Let's see if I can. 3M, the 3M gang. FLDM is another one I'm suffering with, just like bcrx. There's a few of them I'm suffering with. Okay, 3M, 167.41, that's what I call a pop. Does it come back and test and fill the gap? It could, but it may just gap up tomorrow the same way it gapped up today. So I like it in the long run. I'm not so sure about the short run. It had tremendous pop. So Monday could be a give back day. But if it comes all the way back down to the close, bye, because then that's the signal for it to go back up. And we're looking at, realistically, we're probably looking at all-time highs if it continues to fly. There's no question. I guess it's all-time highs. I'm not sure if it's all-time, but it looks like it's ready to fly. I said that on Wednesday with a break of this high of 163. I said it's going to fly. So it didn't quite fly to 167, but I would say it's flying if it starts going above 182. So with that, I think we're going to begin to wrap up because I don't know what's happening. I lost Jay. I'm probably losing.
No, I was backstage.
Backstage viewer. All right, so let's wrap this up. I did call the bottom. I bought at 135. That was pretty much the bottom. And I also bought at 145. Doug, what do you like in the SaaS space? Doug has been following my picks, evidently, huh? I asked him what he likes in the SaaS space sector, whatever you want to call it. This is too slow. I mean, it's painful. Painfully slow. So let's just wrap it up. You want to wrap it up, Jake? Do the honors.
Yeah, it was a really good week. Maybe individual stocks, perhaps like bcrx didn't do so well, but overall the market was fantastic. So I'm looking for a continuation next week. So we'll see what happens.
Totally agree. New highs in every index.
Yeah, and overall, I mean, good news for the U.S., right? But of course, second wave of COVID might come back. I get that, but hey, that's why we're rooting for galidesivir with Biotech.
All right, so that's time to say goodnight to everybody. Much appreciated that you showed up tonight, and much appreciate all of you. And keep viewing. See you on Wednesday. Hasta luego, right? Hasta luego.
See,
Okay.
ciao.
See and ciao.